Show me where you're from, show me where you're representing TNT to the world. This morning we're going to feature some of our international influencers right here on the Now Morning Show inside your spotlight. Oh no, Ayanka has your spotlight this morning. Check it out.
So, you may have grown up with Ric Flair in some cases, or some of you may have smelt what The Rock is cooking. Now, generations who are entertained by the wrestling world might have the chance to meet Trinidad, joining us via Zoom this morning, all the way from Texas in the U.S., Mr. Daniel Williams, professional wrestler, a.k.a. Trinidad Dan, joins us on the Now Morning Show. Mr. Williams, good morning.
Morning. Yes.
And as a true Trini, you say morning more than once. I love it. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, we're excited to chat with you because the viral videos of you coming into the wrestling ring, bubbling to eyes at Trini by Benjai, had to be a sight for anybody taking in the matches. And so we need to know your story. Who is Daniel Williams and how he ended up whining into the wrestling world?
Well, I was born and raised in Trinidad and Tobago, Diego Martin. And at the age of 5, I fell in love with professional wrestling. And I always had these stories. My mom told me I used to go to bed scared because some of the wrestling characters scared me as a kid. But besides that, I was still entertained and I still love the WWE and I still love that entertainment aspect of it. And from that day, I decided to become a professional wrestler. So I made a path of going to college, and then from college in the US, I decided to sign up for a wrestling school. But the journey wasn't always, one smooth sailing, because in 2015, I was diagnosed with myasthenia gravis, which is basically a muscle depleting disorder. So one night I went to sleep with my eyes normal. I woke up the next day, my eyes were boom, crisscross. So that put a little damper on the journey, but the journey was still strong. I still had the faith. And then a few months after, my eyes got normal. Even though the cardiologist, they told me to stop wrestling and they told me to, stop chasing this dream. And I told the doctor, I was like, no, this is the dream since I was 5. I'm chasing it. I'm going to do it. So once my eyes got back normal and my heart got back normal, I chased the dream. I ended up training at Hybrid School of Wrestling in San Antonio, which is a brilliant school. The training program is excellent. And then from there, I was contacted by the WWE to work one of their shows in Kansas. And then, well, the rest is history.
Now, tell me a little bit about that actual experience, because what a lot of people don't understand is that it's not every day that you get the chance to actually be in the ring. The process is a little bit, dare I say, circumstantial almost. So that call had to have been life-changing in many, many ways. But tell me about the emotions, the process therein, and then the journey to the actual battle where you were picked up like a rag doll. I was watching and so confused. But tell me more about it.
Well, it was very unexpected, because it was a Wednesday night. I was getting ready to put on Netflix, I was going to chill. And then I got a message I got an email. It's like, hey, can you be in Kansas on Friday? Mind you, this was Wednesday night. I'm talking like 10 p.m. And he wanted me in Kansas on Friday, which is in 2 days. And Kansas is about a 12-hour drive from San Antonio. So in my mind, I was like, it's WWE. I can't really tell them no. So I was like, yeah, man, I'll be there. But I had no idea how we were going to get there. So I contacted some of my wrestling buddies, and then we drove up there, like, I think 10 p.m. on Thursday, because we had wrestling training. So we drove up there 10 p.m. on Thursday, and call time was 12 p.m. Friday for SmackDown. So we drove up there and we reached about 11 a.m. on the Friday. And then from there, we got in contact with the producer, and then they wanted me to work with the wrestlers. Originally, and this is the funny part of the story, originally it wasn't supposed to be me. the guy chose two other guys, and then for some reason he saw my gear and he saw my attire, and he was like, you know what, I want that guy. And then
the feathers.
they switched it. Yeah, it's the vibes. He saw the vibes, and he was like, nah, that guy have vibes. Let me put him on. So it ended up being me and my partner, and then we went in there, and our goal was to entertain the crowd. And you know, that's what we did. That's what we went out there to do. And hopefully I represented Trinidad and Tobago well. And yeah, we did it.
Well, so far so good. But I have to ask, because it's not necessarily part of our culture. It's very much an American thing. We partake of it in terms of viewing. But why was it very important for you to make sure that they knew you were from Trinidad, even though you had been very much living in the States and very much could have gone with any other name or any other song to enter the ring?
Yes. Well, I'm very proud, very proud of my culture, very proud of Trinidad and Tobago. I be blasting soca music all the time. And in the wrestling scene, like you said, there's not really that Caribbean influence. There's not really that Trinidad and Tobago vibes. And that right there makes me different. I have the accents, I have the vibes, I have the waistline. So that right there, I decided to package that to create that Trinidad character.
Right.
And because my name is Daniel and then it's Trinidad, so I was like, Trinidad.
Makes sense.
So I just wanted to just showcase our culture worldwide and let everybody know that Trinidad and Tobago is here to stay and here to take over.
All right, tell them. Well, before we take over your social media, I noticed that you actually do quite a lot of posts, from the accents to the foods to the dance moves. So if somebody wanted to follow you, what are the handles we can use? What is next for you? And when is the next match?
Okay, so the handles on Instagram, you can follow me at the Trinidad. And on YouTube, you can follow me at just Trinidad.
Okay.
And what is next for me? Actually, I'm going to be in Trinidad and Tobago on July 31st. It's going to be a big Caribbean wrestling show, I should say, on July 31st at the Woodbrook Youth Facility. It's held by the All Caribbean Wrestling Facility, and we're going to be there live and direct.
All right. So Trinbagonians and everybody else can get a chance to actually meet Trinidad then.
Yeah. And also, just to go on the record, I just want to say that I am going to be the first ever Trinidadian Caribbean-born WWE champion.
Ooh, you heard it first here on the Now Morning Show. Daniel Williams,
Yes.
no relation, professional wrestler based in the U.S., representing Trinidad and Tobago in the wrestling ring. Well, till your next fight, Mr. Williams, I wish you all the best. I want you to work on that waistline because I find the moves a little subtle. Show them what we could really do, and we'll check in with you
at that time,
later this year.
My back was hurting at that time. So,
all right.
So next time.
All right. We'll send some snake oil. Have a fantastic morning. Thank you very much for joining us, and continue to do us proud.
Thank you. I will. Thank you.
Daniel Williams there. I'm sure this morning some little boy is saying to myself now, all right, mommy, that fireman dream, forget that. I'm going to be a wrestler again. And if it inspired you, we're doing our job. So stick around. There's much more information, much more inspiration, and much more on the Now Morning Show, your Friday edition with me, Ian Cowell, Rockers, and the team. Stick around, guys.